Welcome to the video on the gallery section. With Elegance, you can create a pretty nice gallery. In fact, you can create multiple galleries if you want to. So just real quick to kind of go over at least the functionality is we have our thumbnails. We're going to call this gallery really an album. It's actually what it is. And if I click it, I get my banner and I can actually scroll through the individual images, and hence why I'm saying this is more of an album than it is an actual gallery. So maybe you want multiple albums, you want multiple galleries, whatever the case may be. That can be done, but let me at least show you how to create an actual gallery on the site. So first thing I want to do is, of course, go to the admin. And let's find the gallery section. It's third from the bottom. Click this. And right now I have two galleries, 1 and 2. So if we want to make a new one, we do what I mentioned before, and that's album. So, maybe for the rest of this video I should say album as opposed to gallery. So let's go ahead and click add new. Alright, so here's our new one. So let's go ahead and we can give this thing a title if we want. Or we can actually go in and start setting up our pictures. So let's go ahead and click the default photo. We'll come back and give it an information title later, so that's why I didn't do it now. Add new gallery. Click this again. And now we can start updating pictures. Alright, so let's, I got some default pictures in here. Let me just go ahead and do these 5. This will take a little bit of time, so I'm going to pause the video while this thing goes ahead and uploads these 5 images. Okay, it's done, and once it uploads the image and or images, depending on if you're doing, a mass upload, this is what you'll get. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the initial photo album section. And what we will have now is the 3, 1, 2, and 3. So I can actually, in all honesty, let me back up. Descriptions and titles right here, you really don't need that. If you want to do that to label it for your benefits, such as you want to know when you come to the section where that's at, what's in that album, go ahead. But I have to think that by this main image here, you're probably going to know what's in that set. Okay, so let's go ahead and now click this. And I want to show you something that's really important. This is really hard to explain and really difficult, so let me do my best to explain this to you. Now, I'm in Firefox, and I believe Chrome does it. I'm not sure about Internet Explorer, but follow my pointer. Here's my mouse. You should see these little rings that I'm clicking. Kind of annoying right now, right? See, but follow my mouse. If on this bottom left, see right here where I'm at right now? When I hover over a link, this little information box will pop up. See that? When I do the WordPress, see that little box right there? It says WordPress.org on the left. That pops up right here. See that? Now watch that area. I'm going to put my mouse over this banner image, and you'll see a box pop up. Do you see the bottom left right now where it says the URL? Right in here. See that? Now, read that, and the very end of that, you'll see gallery equals 4. See that? Gallery equals 4, and I'm mentioning that because it's really important in inserting your gallery. So if you're in a browser I think all browsers do this. If you're in a browser that does not do that, then I would recommend setting this up in Firefox or Chrome. So I know those two browsers for sure without a doubt do that. But again, if you're still not following with me, see my mouse where I'm moving this? Right here, this bottom left. When I hover over something, a box of information pops up. And so if I hover over this picture and I don't move it, I'll see that box, and then the very last number says 4. That's the ID of this gallery. That's the ID, okay? Alright, stay with me. I know this is a little much right now, but let's go to Pages. And what we'll see is Gallery and Gallery 2. I'm going to click one, doesn't matter. And what we have is this little string of what we call a shortcode. This text, this little input information, this code, this string is what makes your gallery function, and this number is the ID number that actually tells it what gallery to show. And that's why I went through that whole long thing a minute ago about finding this little number and this little information box that popped up on the left. Okay, so right now if I view this page, here's my gallery, right? So if I change this to 4, which is the number of the ID number of the gallery I just made in this video for you, for you guys. If I change this to a 4 and I update, oops, I view the page, here's the new gallery. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. A little bit of work, yes, but if you want to do multiple galleries, that's what you got to do to set it up. So basically, you would make a new page, and then you would copy and paste this because you're going to need this number. Copy and paste this information, and just change out the gallery ID. So, in theory, if you want 30 galleries, you could do that. And you would just simply change out this number. So this whole line is standard. This is typical. And then you change out the ID number by grabbing it from that number that shows up in the string on the bottom left. Alright, so let me go back to the gallery. And here's our 3 galleries. Basically, it's just a point and click. Click to add new album. Click to add a default photo, which is this one. And then basically you're adding all your images. So click that one and then upload. Pretty straightforward. And then we have this checkbox for remove, and you just click the update gallery information, and that will remove it. Or if you're coming back and adding new images, same thing. You click this update gallery info button, and it updates that particular gallery. Okay, so we got this one right here. I will check remove, update, and this one is gone. Okay, hope that wasn't too confusing for you.